and gentlemen, welcome to Balcony Banter with Julian Nendel, Christina Dowd, and your host, Timothy. And there he is.
Welcome, everybody. Peter Blake's in the wet Southampton, he says. Tom's cold in Barrow. Peter Blake says hi, Tom. Rainy London. Frankie says hi. Tom's nearly at 500 people. Nearly at 500. Wow.
Evening, Simon.
Hi, Helen. Chris.
Denise Pearson. And here she is. The young lady who has recommended the topic for this evening. Great stuff.
Thanks, Denise.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's a good topic, yeah.
It is a good topic, yeah. Derek McCusker. Thank you, by the way, Derek. Willie Rushton's okay. Okay. We got 91 people already. Roger Channing, MBT Outdoor Adventures, Peter Blake, Coles, Heidi Stewart. I'm playing this down there, you can't see me, but I'm playing. Tony, hi Tony from Facebook. Steve Shrek, hi all. Ian Miller's on. Oh, I've missed it all now. It just jumps up sometimes. Milton Keynes. Craig Andrews. Echo.
Is there an echo?
Is there an echo?
Hey, everyone.
We're having a great week.
It says there's an echo.
I can't hear an echo.
Me neither.
It could be that I have muted one of my mics. Is that better?
Maybe that one.
Oh, okay.
The green one.
Yep.
That's the faulty towers moment.
Oops. Now I've pulled my thing out.
Authentic.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. That was my faulty towers moment for today.
What would we do without it?
We're gonna have one faulty towers moment. Okay, ladles and jelly spoons. Unfortunately, Cleo can't be with us today because she's just got in from work and she went for a swim and she really, her back's really killing her. You know, she was off work for a long time with her back and she's got to take it slowly. So, love her or hate her, she'll be back. So, we found some UFOs today. I don't know what they were. I think they were like wine glass UFOs. But they keep flying past. I don't know what's happening. All of a sudden, sometimes they attack you. But you can fight them off. No worries. Okay. Rick's online. Rick and Rollo. Good evening, Tim. Hope you and Christina are well. We are. Thank you very much. And we have Cleo with us. Not Cleo. We have Juliani with us today. Okay, here we go. Better now. Yeah, what happened was I've got 3 cameras on, as you can see, and I forgot to mute one of them. I've actually put the dongle with the that stops. What does it stop? I don't know what it stops. It stops the noise coming back out, but I forgot to turn the mic off. So anyway, so we've just got one mic on, and it's this one. Is that better? And I've got the Rode. Oh, you probably heard a crackle there because because I have this yellow cable which I need to change out. I've ordered one. It should be arriving soon. So I've got the yellow. I could actually change it out for Cleo's cable, but basically I don't need to because I'm not going to move the thing anymore, which I was going to show it you, but I'm not going to show it you now because you know what the road looks like. Anyway, so my new microphones on back order, so I don't get the new ones for another 6 weeks. The ones I was excited about, the little packs with the lavalier mic, I was dead excited. Anyway, they said no, they can't deliver them now. I said, oh, what a shame. But there is a God, because yesterday, or actually last week, but yesterday, they got stock of the new Rode Wireless Go 2, which will allow me to plug into my system using this cable that I use for the little iPad, this cable here. And then we can have 2 microphones actually clipped onto us. And then we can use that externally as well. So I won't have any of these wires hanging off me anymore. And I'm going to get some Bluetooth headphones. So when we're actually on the outside, Mondays and Fridays, then I can just walk around with a headphone and a clipped on microphone and I can show you around. So that's going to be better.
You look less equipped.
I look less equipped, yeah. Everybody was sort of saying, where were you going like a spaceman last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know if you didn't see that, I'll put it up here. That I was, just a minute, I do that. I'll put it up here. For Mondays where I walk around. I was going to go to La Caleta, and I'm glad I didn't actually, because I was planning to walk half an hour there and a half hour back from in La Caleta. But this frame, I couldn't have gone under 200 meters. I don't think it was really heavy, and it's sort of lopsided as well. So anyway, well, let's see what we got going on here. Right. Thank you for the person who answered my question. It's appreciated. Did I miss it? Let's have a look for Lee Grant. Lee Grant. Can't see a question, Lee. Oh, here we go. Hello, Tim and Christina. It's Balcony Banter. Where does Tenerife get its fresh water from? And you're more than welcome to laugh at this question. We don't laugh at the question.
No.
No, sometimes we don't have enough fresh water. But we get it from 2 places, actually. We get it from rain on the mountains that comes down through the volcanic rock and gets captured in pools and then purified and sent to us. But we have a lot of desalination plants.
Yeah.
So the desalination plants, especially on our coast, are quite good and some of the best in the world. And over the past 5 years, they've actually redone all the water pipes going into all the villages. And yeah, it's really good. We even have our own, is that from Gran Canaria?
Yes, that's Fuentero,
Fuente Terror.
Terror water.
Terror water.
Yeah.
But
here we actually have in Villa Flor as well, like water.
Like a water fountain?
Yeah.
Is it? And it's fizzy?
No.
Naturally fizzy, no?
Well, they do process it.
If I do miss your question, I do apologise, but you can always shout like Lee did to say, answer me question. Well, we've done that one. From Tady says done trucking. It actually, it probably isn't from the Tady, but it's from all over the place. It's from all over the place.
Fontade, yeah.
Yeah.
Fontade water.
Fontade water.
Yeah.
Hi all, can you wish me other half Carl Willie Russian a happy birthday? You know, we wrote it down and we were going to do it. We're going to sing, weren't we? But shall we sing now? I don't have the music, but I would just do it a cappella. Happy birthday to Willie. Yeah, happy birthday to Willie. Ready? Who's going to start me off?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willie. Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Cool dudes. Lovely sun in the ocean there. It is beautiful. That's Christina's phone, by the way, because Cleo's not here. We're only using 2 phones tonight, or 2 iOS devices. iOS. Thomas Early, what happens if you can't get flights to Scotland after 90 days in Tenerife? We put you in the Knast, which is German for prison. Put you in a German prison. No, actually, nothing drastic happens if you overstay on a. Well, I don't suppose you got a visa at the moment, but people who have been here since last year have got 90 days to leave, or they become a illegal immigrant, or whatever the phrase is going to be. It used to be you would be an unordentlich. What's that in English? An irregular immigrant, so that you were somebody who's been here 3 months but hasn't registered. But as an EU citizen, they don't. It's not okay, but it's there's no consequences. As soon as you become a third country, which the UK now is, and unfortunately Scotland as well, then you become an illegal immigrant, which doesn't mean you're going to be hunted and thrown in jail. But when you leave, your passport will be stamped. And if you don't have a stamp entering 90 days before, which you won't have if you've been here since last year, then you will be classed as overstay. And they just say, goodbye, thank you very much, bye-bye. And then when you want to come back to the EU, and it's any of the Schengen countries, then your passport will be flagged as an overstay, and you might have trouble getting back in. So that's the only consequence that I can see at the moment. Now, for Brits that just can't go and come back, people are asking, is there going to be some leeway? Are they going to say, well, you know, it's I couldn't get the flight and everything. And I don't know about the Spanish, but the EU have said, you know, you've got 90 days to leave. You don't have to wait till the 90th day to leave. So you got 90 days to leave, so do it. So you've got another, how many days you got now? 25. We got about another, what will be the third?
Yeah,
third of the third.
March.
You got 28 days to go. So you got 4 weeks to leave. So if you can't leave within the next 4 weeks for any reason, then I would contact somebody. I'd contact your airline, or if you just don't want to go, I suppose, just risk it for a biscuit and see what happens. So, Thomas, I hope that has answered your question. Hi, Tim Blake. No notifications today. Make sure, because I had this problem as well, you not only have to put notifications on YouTube, but you got to go into your device, whichever device you're getting your notifications on, and turn on notifications for the YouTube app. And that's what mine wasn't doing. So there you go. Tip from Tim. Tim the tip master.
TT.
Timformation.
TT. Tip from
Got
Tim.
the Timformation. I've got to get some new music on that. Simon as says, good evening, guys. Hope you're all well. Yes, we are. 3 cameras and audio is no excuse. 3 cameras and audio is no excuse. That must have been when we were talking about something else. You know, I can never remember. When you're commenting something like that, especially if it's sort of like clever, you know, then you got to tell us what it's about, because sometimes we get it late. Tim, can you give us a shout out to my wife, Kath Such? Are you ready?
Yes.
Shout out to Kath Such.
Hey.
Hi, Kath. Hope you're having a great evening. I hope that this sunset is going to be fantastic for you. It's better than my face.
Hazy, but
it's better than me doing this all the time. So it's always better to do that. There you go. I just hope the phone doesn't overheat. Peter Long, hello from Cold Silloth. Tim, get road 2. Tim, get road 2. I think you must have written this before I said I'm getting a road 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Peter Porter, get backdrop. Hi, Tim, get backdrop. Get a backdrop? What's better than the backdrop I've already got? Balcony Banter. Thank you for the person who answered my question. It's appreciated. Okay, this is where I was. Okay, so we're miles away now. We've had loads of people who've been saying, hi, Tree, good evening, Alf and Sue. Oh, it jumps now. Hang on. There were some long ones there. I always look for the long ones, by the way. Happy birthday to you as well, so that's for him. Neil says, hi, Tim and Christina from Sully, Isle of Wight. Maria Foster, hi, Tim and Christina Giuliani. And Rick, you of all people should know where the red stuff comes from. Hick.
The red stuff.
This.
I was going to say.
Actually, this one came from the most expensive supermarket down the bottom.
Yeah.
It is Sangre del Toro for $4.50.
Yep.
I pushed the boat out tonight.
Ooh, we never had such an expensive
Never
wine.
had such an expensive wine, no. Happy
It's
birthday,
very good.
Carl. Oh, it was Carl, by the way. I only call him Willie Rushton because there used to be a famous guy on TV in the 70s called Willie Rushton. And I was talking to Carl, and he says, funny enough, that was his nickname at school.
But it's Carl Rushton.
But it's Carl, yeah. So happy birthday, Carl, the real Carl. The Martians bring red water. The Martians. All right, so Christina, have a nice evening from Patricia Hutt from Facebook. We are streaming to Facebook and YouTube today. Bob Barrows, fly to Madrid, then transfer. Hi, Tim. Can you give a shout out to my wife, Kath? We did that one.
Mm-hmm.
Anne Elton. Good evening, Tim, Christina, Rick and friends. Happy birthday, Carl. Dern Trucking. Hit the thumbs up, people. Andrew Boyer. Hi, Tim, Christina, and Giuliani. Hope you're all okay. I'm 54. I'm having a jab this week sometime. Andy from Birmingham. That's good. That's good. We've got the strategy here now. They're gonna wait until all the people over 80 are dead before they bring, and then they're gonna jab everybody over 80. Then they're gonna wait for all the people over 70 to die before they bring the thing there. It's on track, they say, but it's a lot slower than other countries in the European Union. Basically because the supply is being managed by a committee. I think that's what it is.
Supplies on the way already.
There are supplies here, and they get done, you know. So we're quite good in that respect because it's going to plan. It's just the plan's way out. The plan is way out. I found out today that I'm over 60. I can get a bus pass or some sort of card where I can get. They can do my QR code, and then I'll I don't know. They can tell what blood group I am or something, which is good because I don't know what blood group I am. And John says, looking forward to seeing you sometime this year. That means you're coming over. And Barry Crabtree from Facebook says, we're back in July. Paddy McBar, not been over to Villa year. We just uprud from you, A3.
A3.
I think Barry might be talking to Paddy and that they're not far away from you,
okay.
And he's on the A3. Write the comment again if I'm wrong. Marianne Deary says, hiya, and news from Richard that's got his cancer up. I haven't heard or seen him since he announced. I've not heard anything personally, and I'm sure that if there's anything to say, we'll be informed. And we're just crossing our fingers and holding our thumbs. And so, but I know that after an operation like that, you really need to rest. So maybe he's just resting. But we do think of him. But we're not pushing it to find out what's happened. So it might be that he's just resting. Christian Soren says, I'm at Dublin Airport Hotel due to fly tomorrow. Hopefully no issues, proving that my immigration is essential. There were chances booking dentist appointments in Tenerife to get around restrictions. This is the guy who's coming over for a job. Mm-hmm. And he sorted everything out, I believe, Christian. And he should be here tomorrow.
There you
go. Yeah, so you're staying with a musician mate, I believe, and did you say what job it was? You don't have to.
Digital nomad.
A digital nomad. There you go. I set an alarm on my Apple Watch for 5:50. I set the alarm for 8 this morning, but there was only 2 of us. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, I went out with Christina shopping the other day, and she got some iced teas and some lemon drinks. So she wanted some non-alcoholic drinks in the house. And so I said, okay. And then when I got home, I put them all in the fridge. And then in the evening, I said, which one do you want to try? She says, I don't care. Surprise me, but not the one with lemon in it. So I thought, if I open the one with lemon in it, that's going to be the biggest surprise, isn't it? But I realized that I don't understand women.
Yeah, well, obviously not.
Oh, I got something here that it just jumps. Stuart Adams, towards the vino or some more techie stuff. Oh, we're going to take vino over the techie stuff.
Yeah,
any day.
In
Cheers,
vino
Regis.
veritas, no?
In vino veritas. Leni van tantum, brod senta.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It is a magic thing here, because if I put my glass there, then a little fairy
A
comes.
fairy, a
comes
geek
and
fairy.
fills it up, yeah. I did see, Denise, that you've said something, but where is it? There we go, Denise. Here we go. Could you wish my pessimistic husband, Steve, happy birthday for today too, please? Steve has got a birthday,
Oh.
and Steve is the husband of the lady who suggested today's topic.
Wow. So what a gift is she giving to him? An amazing gift.
It is amazing gift,
Yeah.
and the amazing gift is us singing to Steve now.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you. We all picked our own key there. I think the job centre's open tomorrow. We can all go and get a proper job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a very knowledgeable man, Tim. Actually, I am not knowledgeable. I think what it is, I know where the knowledge is. Because if somebody asks me something, I'll read it up. And I've been asked a lot of stuff about Tenerife in the last 12 months. In fact, it's exactly 12 months since we started doing the COVID updates.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so we didn't start the balcony banter as it is now until July with Giuliani.
Mhm.
But Christina and I on the balcony was sort of the balcony banter, because we were just chit-chatting, weren't we? And so if anybody wants to go back and look at some of the old videos, there's some quite good ones there, especially the Maritime Walkway playlist. Oh, we've got a guest. We've got a guest coming in. It's Tom Herdman. And what have I got to do? You know what? Is that better? Here we go. Now, so Tom, have you got your earphones in? Thumbs up. Oh, he's gone out again. He's forgotten his earphones. So we're going to let him in to say hello. I know you haven't got a crystal ball, but what's your prediction for travel for September? You may carry on. I'll go and get my crystal ball.
Well, for September, it's in the stars. It's written in the stars. But if we all stay a little bit more optimistic, right, then it can only be good, right? And
Good.
I think so.
But wait, Tim's getting the crystal ball.
He's gonna get the crystal
He'll
ball.
tell you all about it.
Which one? This one? That's the crystal ball. Wow. Looks beautiful, huh?
So here we go. Oh, I'm looking really good.
Fish eye.
So I do have a crystal ball, actually. And it floats. I'm not very good at this. But it's very heavy. And this is one of the small ones. I've actually got a couple. I got one a lot bigger than this, but it's too heavy to bring out here. And what I'm going to do is put it in front of the camera over there. Oh, you're the wrong way around, aren't you, today?
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Nope. So I can only hear Tom Herdman, but not see him.
Oh, no, you can't hear him yet. So let's get rid of Gary. There you go. Is that going to be a good, what do they call it? There you go.
Wow.
I booked for late May. I'm confident I'll be going. So when people say they don't have a crystal ball, I do. I've got 4 of them. Because I used to be, I am a magician. And
Did you juggle with them?
I used to do a lot like a sexy, not sexy, what do they call it? Supernatural. I know I'm sexy.
Sexy, supernatural.
I used to do a supernatural show where I would read minds, and then things would happen and things go bump in the night. And then we would look, and what I would do is we would think of a name or a number or some piece of information, and then we would transfer it between 2 guests. One of the guests would think of it, and the other guest would look into the crystal ball and be able to read it in the crystal ball. That was a great trick, in fact. I might do that next week. I might do that next week. Okay, so Gary, thank you. No, I've got a crystal ball list. Yes, I have. Already had 3 flights with Jet2 cancelled. No. Stuart Adams. Oh, we've done that one. Thank you very much, Stuart. Dern tricking. Put your lasses on, Tim. Oh, that's a Freudian slip, isn't it? Put your lasses on.
Yeah, the last.
Tom's back in the room. Let's go. Let Tom, I can hear you. I can see you. I can't see your earbuds though. Yes, I can. I can see your earbuds. Good. And what I'm going to do, Tom, is I'm just going to go right to the bottom now. 450 for a wine. I must be a gazillionaire. I am a gazillionaire. I am a gazillionaire. Well, actually, I'm not. I've got a Visa card. That's what it is. Exactly. Gary Thompson, Laura Rick. Hello, Tim and Christina. Heard today you have moved the May 17th date. You know, I saw the MacMaster this morning. He was doing a quick vlog about Daniel, the Crackmaster, and him. They're going to go and do this Punta del, what's the one? Punta de Teno. Yeah, the trip to Punta de Teno. So the Crackmaster did that one on foot, but they're going to do it on 125 scooters. And he said it might be his last vlog because it's a very dangerous road and stuff like that. You know what the Crackmaster, you know what the MacMaster's like. He doesn't do any clickbait whatsoever. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, and he said that while he was filming that, the thing came up that the May dates might be pushed out. So the May 17th date that everybody jumped on might be pushed out. I also saw today something that's quite interesting that was, I'm going to bring Tom on a second. Hang on. Here we go. Add to stream. Let's get.
Hello.
Okay, I'll just do that. Hello, Tim and Christina. Just heard today have moved the May 17th date. Okay, looking for November. I think that's doable, November. So here's Tom. Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. I'm on my laptop again today.
That's perfect. I can tell you're on your laptop because I'm behind you. I'm over your right shoulder. There's me.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Crackmaster.
Nah. Like I was doing a live today with the Crackmaster and Rick.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm 48 away now from 500.
48 away from 500.
Yeah.
You know, what we got to do is if anybody doesn't know this guy, by now you should know him, but if anybody doesn't know this guy's called Tom Herdman, and he's got a YouTube channel, and he does a load of stuff around Barrow and Ask 'em and Don't Ask 'em and
different towns
and all around those places. And he walks around and he shows you all around those places. They're very interesting places. He's been doing this for a while now, and I think he goes out every day, don't you? You got something going on every day. And so if you want to just nip into there and have a look in, you can dip in and see some stuff. There's some really good stuff. Sometimes he goes down these streets that I'm thinking, why is he showing me this street? But then at the end of it, there's something great. So there's no problem there.
I got a question for
Tom. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So does that keep your routine? Does that keep you optimistic?
Yeah, it keeps me good because I like to walk out of the house all the time. Like there's nothing else to do inside the house. Like when lockdown ends at the end of the month, I'm gonna be traveling to different towns. Like I'm gonna be going to Morecambe, Grange over Sands, everywhere.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see it.
Cool. I think you are subscribed to Tom, aren't you?
No, not yet. I've seen you and him on some video, but I have not checked out his channel yet.
Do you know what that means, Tom? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means after this, she's gonna go into her phone and you're gonna get another subscriber.
that's good.
I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. He's not a digital nomad, folks. No job lined up yet. Just a guy with 10k savings and a friend living on the island with a dream of living in the beautiful place. Faith in myself to figure it out.
Okay.
Christian Soden with 10k saves. So when are we meeting up? It'll go quicker than you think. You're not on holiday, Christian. You're not on holiday. You're here to work. It'll go quicker than you think. Okay, Gary Payne was there. Oh, there we go. Well, caretaker. Paul gave a donation to him. He's been very supportive to a few channels. Watch Top Man. Oh, I miss that, or did I get it? Was that the one that's... Oh, there he is. Woo! Evening, Tim, and the rest of the lovely people with you tonight. I hope you have saved me a glass of wine. Paul, anytime you come over, you can have as many glasses of wine as you like. I know that you've supported a lot of people on this thing, and I know that you're you're eclectic with your praise of other people. So thank you very, very much for the contribution. We really, really do appreciate it. In fact, all of you guys that do that. If I missed you, I do apologize. I'm having so much fun, you see, looking at myself. That's what it is. And Tom.
Yeah.
There we go.
You are a beauty.
I am a beauty, yeah. Oh, here we go. Combattente, Italian. I live in Switzerland. Thank you for showing me the sunset of my beloved island.
Aww.
You're very, very welcome, Combattente. I wish I had a body like that. My gosh. Actually, I do. It's just smothered in a layer of fat. Show you?
It's there.
It's a tiny little icon. You won't be able to see it, darling. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll put it on the TV later, and we'll zoom into
Thank
it.
you.
Okay. Do you want to send some pictures to my wife? She's up for it. Oh, here we go. Carl says furlough has been extended here till the end of September. That's $6 billion a month for 3 months after June. So why has Boris done that? I think lockdown might not be completely end in June. Okay. What you got to realize is that money isn't real. Money is what we decide it is. So I think that governments now are really getting worried that things are going to go pear-shaped. And so therefore, I think that the socialist ideas of looking after people instead of looking after money are going to come through. People are going to have to start implementing Jeremy Corbyn's. I don't want to get political, but if you look at his last, what's it called, manifesto, right? All the stuff there would have been perfect if it was already in place during COVID. So go and have a look at that. I mean, it's not Jeremy Corbyn's. Go and have a look at that manifesto. Get all the politics out of the way and say, are those the things that you want the state to look after? And I think that's right, because if you can't work, then what you've got to do is at least live comfortably, not fantastically, but you're not in what's the word? You can't be optimistic if your life is at threat by losing 1 hour of work. You know what I mean? So I think you need this safety net, especially in today's world, that you know that you're going to be looked after if you fall through the cracks. I'm not a communist or anything like that. I just believe that anybody who doesn't look after people before money should be educated. That's not the way to go. The future, as we've seen, is that people on the front line are the ones that are doing everything. The guys behind the desks, well, I don't want to say the guys behind the desks are doing nothing, but the guys behind the desks can stay at home, and the people on the front line are out there slogging away. Tom, sorry to keep you there in the middle, at the center of attention there. When I'll put myself here. No, I'll put the sunset there. There you go. So, Paul, thank you very, very much, and Carl, thank you for the info there. We've done that. Switzerland, that's the guy. Road 2 have updated the software from 1720 tonight. I already downloaded the software, but it doesn't run until you get the thing. You've got to plug a road thing in for you to notice any difference. But I've already downloaded the software. But it's coming from Toman DE, so they send it to the island here. So all the prices you see on Toman, you've got to take the 21% VAT off. And then we get it for that, and then the parcel arrives, and then they make me pay the 7% VAT that we have here. But last time they didn't ask for it, so I'm crossing my fingers that I'm going to get it cheaper. So it's $2.99 for 2 microphones and the receiver and the wind things, little furry things, and the wires and 3 cables, the charging cables, and we're getting it for $2.41, I think it is. So that's pretty good.
What's the temperature today?
Oh my God, glug of oil. Sorry?
What's the temperature today in Tenerife?
Let me just see. Let me just check.
To 20.
28 all day.
28 every day, all day, every day.
28. all day, every day. Is Los Cristianos here? Los Cristianos is behind me. I'm actually in Cayo Salvaje. So Cayo Salvaje is up the coast from Los Cristianos. It's in between Los Cristianos and Los Gigantes, and we're about halfway up at the northernmost point of Costa Adeje. So what people think of Costa Adeje is the Fania Bay area and going up to La Caleta, and La Caleta is where they think Costa Adeje stops. But if you carry on up the coast there, there is a pathway, but there's no road or anything. You've got to go up to the motorway and then back down. The Adeje coast carries on up to Mar Azul. And then after Mar Azul, there is a Barranco de Erques, and I think that's the border between Adeje and Guía de Azora, which is Azora's Guide, which is the next municipality. I've had to practice that word, municipality, because I do a podcast every day, which hasn't been published today, by the way, because Christina bugged me.
I booked you.
You bugged me, yeah?
Blame it on the boogie.
Blame it on the bug me. That's it, yeah. Oh, Bob says we're booked for August. August. Really difficult, especially when it involves the future. You know, the future is not written yet. You can write it right now.
Living in the now.
Yeah. Be optimistic about the future, because being pessimistic about the future, okay, if you're pessimistic, you're not disappointed. I think that's one benefit of being pessimistic.
That's what I liked when I used to be a bit pessimistic in the old days.
That you were never disappointed.
I was never disappointed.
We're 36 minutes in and we haven't started the discussion on optimism and pessimism yet. Let me just go straight through these things. Okay. Stephen says, good to see happiness dealing with MS. Happy MS chat when I get some sunshine. You know, the sunshine's the best medicine, isn't it, kid?
Yeah.
The sunshine's the best medicine. That and the grappa. The aguardiente yeah. The aguardiente, Giuliani introduced us to this bottle, which is $5.50. I'm not kidding you, from the supermarket. And you can't drink it. I mean, it's Brasso. You use it for cleaning. But if you freeze it, it's 40%, so it doesn't freeze. You stick it in the freezer, and when you take it out, it's like oil.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that's fine. You got to take it out, pour it, put it back in though.
It's like windshield wipe. No?
It's like the windshield. Yeah, that's really good. Oh my God, is that from Chinatown? I don't go to Chinatown because we've got a new one actually. They've just opened next to Mercadona in Adeje.
Yeah.
So the Mercadona, so the McDonald's in Adeje town, it's actually Los Olivos. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So the Mercadona in Los Olivos, in the car park there, there's also a Chinatown just opened. In fact, I filmed it. I did a vlog, and I've got it in my back pocket, but I haven't cut it yet. But can't do it now because Rick's already done it. But it's 6 or 7 aisles. It's very much like the one that Rick said, but there's no restaurant.
But they're doing food as well.
No, there's no food.
Same.
Yeah. They don't do food or wine. Okay.
I'm not so keen on.
Can you predict the winning lottery numbers in your crystal ball? I can, actually. I've done it quite often. The lottery numbers are 7, 8, 9, 12, 28, 29. Super Bowl is 6. It doesn't tell me when, though.
Definitely 2055.
Those are actually our numbers, weren't they? Because they're our birthdays, yeah. And we won quite a bit, didn't we, in Germany? But the German lottery comes at the end of the news, and we haven't won since we've been here.
Yeah.
Our numbers have not. We haven't even got a Dreier. We didn't even get 3 numbers right.
Okay.
Since we've been here, but when we were back in Germany, we'd win regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be there.
Tom, are you naturally optimistic or pessimistic?
Optimistic.
Did you? Optimistic. Okay, good. Okay, will Tom have the phone right? Where's the question? Oh, I'm way behind. I'm way behind on these. Let me just go straight to the bottom here. Just subscribe to Tom. Paul Mack has just subscribed to Tom.
Thank you, Paul Mack. Thank you.
There we go. And Chris Eiling, he's a mate of yours, I believe. And Chris Reese won 25 quid on the premium bonds today. Woohoo! We had a premium bond in Germany, didn't we? We won £1,000 on it once.
Yeah.
And what's the most we've ever won? That 10 grand in the bank thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 grand in the bank. Stuart Allen, photographer and drone pilot. Hi, Stuart Allen, photographer and drone pilot. Cold Hook, 8 degrees. Oh my God. Oh my God. Paul Ramsey says, hi Tim, having turned 60 years old and I'm coming over in June. All well. Hope to see you both. Make mine night. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, and 3 beers. Actually, I think that's what we're going to have, is it? We're just going to walk around the bars like this and do 3 beers. I'm from Bognor Regis, West Sussex. Just got dark here. Well, it's going to get dark here soon. Okay. Oh, it's a big one. Here's a long one. Don't worry that furlough extended as I first thought. We may not be fully out of lockdown when things open. Companies will open under capacity and furlough is to retain employees when things pick up. That's a good idea because a lot of things happened here like that is that a lot of the people were on furlough and so the shops and the bars and restaurants didn't open. But now the bars and restaurants are opening slightly. So but they're keeping some people on the furlough, right?
Yeah.
Keeping some on the furlough. Paul Cole, bet you still got a 6-pack, Tim, but probably in the fridge. Actually, I've got a barrel. It's better than the 6-pack. Carl Furlough is going to be September support companies. Okay, we're right at the bottom now of the things. The last one is the Chinatown thing from Mark Roberts. Chinatown's a good fun with a few good things and a lot of tat. Well, I mean, sometimes tat's a good thing.
Hey, Tim.
Tom Herdman, really big there.
When
I'll put him in there. This is Tom Herdman. Yes, sir.
When I come back to Tenerife in June, can we do a vlog?
Of course, I'm banking on it. In fact, I am banking on it.
Jimmy
But
England.
that's good. I mean, you're looking forward to something.
She's miles away from the microphone. We can't hear a word she's saying.
No, but Tom, that's good that you're looking forward to something and you stay optimistic when you're coming back to here. Looking forward to making those vlogs with Tim or the rest of the crowd.
Yep, we'll all be. In fact, I think the Macmaster said he'd also meet up with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy,
Okay, ladies. Okay, Tim. Looking all will. Okay.
Jimmy England, if you want to subscribe.
Okay, and you,
it's been
Tintin. Lol, lol, lol. Thank you, Anthony. Sorry, what did you say, Tom? Sorry, I was talking over you there. I apologise.
Somebody called Johnny England, I think. Oh, Jimmy England said, how do you join Tom?
How do you join?
Yeah. Jimmy England, he said, how do you join?
If you go to timothydow.com/live.
No, he said, how do you join Tom?
All you'd have to do is go to timothydow.com/live. Funny enough, Tom, your voice is way behind your picture, or the other way around.
Jimmy said,
if you want to join us, timothydow.com/live.
No, he said, how do you join Tom? Tom. How do you join Tom's YouTube channel?
How do you join Tom's YouTube channel, not Tim's? Okay. Well, I suppose I could tell you. The first thing you do is you go to YouTube and you search for a guy called Tom Herdman, and then this guy comes up, and it'll probably look like this guy, and he's probably with somebody else on his profile. And then you go to his profile, and there's a big button, big red button there that says subscribe. And you press it, and then it asks you, do you want to have notifications? And you go, yep, I want to know everything this guy does because he's a super duper guy. And then you get notified every time Tom goes live or puts up a new vlog, which is every day. He's better than the rest of us.
Very consistent.
Very consistent, yeah.
What does Gary mean? I think Tom should get a new backdrop.
A backdrop is the thing behind you. So what you got to do when you're a YouTuber, you got to have a bit of depth. So if you're inside, it's always better to have the camera and then you, and then a little bit of space, and then something in the background that's sort of interesting. And your camera should be above your chin height as well, so it's sort of looking down at you. I know that I'm not the perfect thing, but this is what I read. If you're doing a YouTube channel, you need to give people a little bit of depth. Ian's just arrived. Thank you, Ian. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
That's good. He's on his coffee wall today. There you go.
Hi, Ian.
Oh, you've got another wall you haven't shown us yet.
Hi, Juliana.
The
you
fridge magnets.
Oh, you sod.
Oh, demonetized. Demonetized. Yeah, I shouldn't have seen that yet. Was that
You
going to be
weren't
the
supposed-
surprise?
You
Oh,
weren't
you
supposed
don't
to
see
see that
anything.
tonight.
Okay, Angry Vella was on the news again tonight. Which news, Graham? Which news? Because I think I know a little bit of what you look like. I'll move my holidays at work from May to November. Should be okay, Robert Cowie. Actually, I move my holidays at work. Now I go to work on holiday. A vacation. Vacation.
Christmas vacation.
Exactly. James Kerr. Oh, I missed him. Jimmy England. Oh, there he is. Tom just subscribed, mate. See, you are a United fan. Good one. Yeah, all United fans have got to rush over to Tom's channel right now and subscribe to him.
Yeah,
Okay?
come on, let's go.
Let's go. James Kerr. Here we go. Hi, Tim and all. I can't find anything regarding the changes to the 17th of May. Do you know what supposed changes are? Regards, WJ Kerr. I haven't seen it either, but I did hear that Boris Johnson extended the furlough, and I think maybe people are doing that, are seeing that as a sign,
all.
but I've not actually seen it.
That's all.
Ian can tell us this.
Yeah, that's
There
all.
you go. It's old.
No, that is all he said. He's just extended
Okay,
the furlong. There's nothing about the dates as of yet.
Okay, cool. So that means anybody who's booked for after the 17th of May is
Well,
it's possible that they can come.
it is.
That'd be cool.
It is possible, but there's nothing written in stone yet.
Cool. Because today, Yaiza Castillo, who's the tourist minister for the Canary Islands, has started or reinvigorated a 3-year project which actually changes the way we do business in the Canary Islands, which is going to make the Canary Islands easier to access for tourists. And what she's done, I'll go big on this one, and I'll say thank you, and I'll get rid of Tom's banner there because we know who he is now. There we go. In fact, what I could do is turn these things on. iPad cam. That's not really good, is it? We've got Chris, Timothy Dowd, which isn't Timothy Dowd, YouTube, Tom Herdman, there we go, and Ian. Okay, I'll leave them on for now. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the tourist minister, what she did is she has kicked off this project called Destino, I think is the project, Canarias Destino, where they're looking to technologicalize your holiday experience. So they don't want to go into the business of what's the word, travel agents. They don't want to compete with travel agents, but they want to tack on to travel agents. So what you're going to be able to do in the next 3 years is plan your holiday on Tenerife electronically, and they will give you end-to-end support from flights through to hotels, through to excursions, through to everything. And they will work with the people on the ground here, the local people on the ground, a bit, like Daniel at Tenerife First Excursions. So they will coordinate with these people and build a platform where you go in, canaries.holiday or whatever it's going to be called, and you will be able to see and do everything. You'll be able to check stuff out. You'll be able to, they're even talking about sending drones out at your request to look at a certain place. What it looks like right now is all sort of technologically super. And then also the coordination of your whole experience on the island. But what they also want to do is to make sure that the island gets its culture back. So They want to make sure that you're coming to Tenerife for Tenerife and not just to get blotto at Veronica's.
Yeah, yeah.
Not saying they're going to close Veronica's or anything. And if you want to get blotto at Veronica's, that's fine by me. Yo,
Tim, one of your subscribers are being mean, I think.
one of my subscribers is being mean.
Called Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Oh.
The thing what we do with people who are mean, I can't see it actually. Or is it? Oh, there he is. I'm not being mean. I don't tune in to watch Tom or Ian. He just said he wasn't being mean, and he's saying he's not tuning in to watch Tom or Ian.
The other one. Up.
The other one. Up.
Oh, well.
Big Blue. Cream Reese. Here we go. Oh, we go. I can't be the only person who's feeling fed up with Tom and Ian. Totally ruining the channel, Tim. If you want to watch Tom, I would subscribe to his channel. So, Big Blue, nip over to Tom and subscribe to his channel. He'll get to 500 quicker, and then he'll leave me alone.
I'm 40.
There you go. So, problem solved. I've just given him to you. I've just given him to you. Now, everybody has an opinion, right? Well, if you put yourself out there, Tom or Ian, if you put yourself in the public domain, you expect people to judge you, okay? And it's okay, because what people think of you is none of your business. And when they actually do something like this and publicly out themselves as people who don't tolerate stuff, then that's what we think of them. So we can judge them for writing this stuff now. And so it's okay. And that's why I don't delete these comments, because it's important to know the people and what they think, because then you can interact with them in the way, you know. And Big Blue might be a nice guy or girl. We don't know, because they're hiding behind a pseudonym. So they won't even have their real name. And I bet you if you go to Big Blue's channel, there's no videos and the about thing isn't filled out. So let him have his say, and all what's the word? All advert, not advert. What's the word I'm looking for? If he's mentioning Tom, right, this might actually send people over to your channel. So it's promotion for you, Tom. Don't worry about it.
It's his
Not
choice,
everybody has to
then.
like you, Tom. Not everybody has. I learned that at a very late stage. I learned that at a very late stage, that not everybody has to like you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. But don't worry about Big Blue. I'm sure that he's a nice woman. Let me just take these things. Let me just take these things off. Julianne is getting browned off now because we haven't talked about our optimism and pessimism, have we?
Not me, Denise. I think she was wanting to give that.
So here we go. Yes, Ian.
Could I ask a question? What is the definition of optimist?
What is the definition of optimist?
Good question.
I have an answer for you in the form of a parable or a parable.
Yeah.
When my brother was the firstborn and I was the secondborn, but maybe the third, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I was sort of like the trying for the second son. So my brother was the apple of everybody's eye, and he still is. And my parents hated me. So they'd buy him loads of toys at Christmas, and he was a pessimist. He'd say, "Oh, probably batteries aren't included," or "Oh, plastic rubbish probably going to break," or "Oh, it's probably not going to fit," or "Oh, the socks," you know. And he'd just undo his presents and throw them behind him. And my parents got me a bag of horse manure because they hated me so much. But I was such an optimist. My brother said, "What did you get, Tim?" I said, "I got a horse, just haven't found it yet." So that is my definition of optimism.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Cleo, we got Cleo on the line.
Hi there, guys.
Hi, Cleo.
Hi, Cleo.
Hi, Cleo.
Hi, everybody.
Don't worry. How's your back, kid?
Not great. So I took a I needed to just chill out for a while. I had a big long swim and said, well, I can't let the evening go by without dropping in to say hello to everybody. But I'm very optimistic about how my back is going to be when I follow all the doctor's instructions.
That's what I like to hear.
There you go. Law and order.
Law and order.
Law and order. Well, yeah, kind of. Like I follow doctor's instructions. I was going to say with a pinch of salt, but probably with a glass of wine.
No, that.
Ooh, by the way.
But I'll get there. I'll get there. Being back at I'm back at work full time, so that's a bit of a drag is the wrong word because I love my job, but it's a bit stressful physically. But I'll adapt. We adapt.
But
Isn't
I
that
guess
what
it's just a
motivations-
different routine you adapted to in the last month. So now it's getting back to or balance out the routines, the new one
That's
and
it.
the old one.
Yep.
Right?
And having to sit at a computer for 7 or 8 hours a day is a challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well,
I got two
I
things I
think
want
that-
to say before we go on to the thing, if I may.
go on.
One is Ricky, Davey, Tim, if people decide not to have a vaccine, do you think they should be allowed to travel abroad? And the answer to this question is no, kill them all, right? Not really, right? You can't, it's basically, it's a slippery slope. If you make people do something with their bodies to do something else, it's a slippery slope, And so I would say a vaccine is a great thing. 70% of the populations need to be vaccinated for it to work. And so if we get 70% of any population vaccinated, then I think that'll be fine. I don't think we should individualize that because I think education.
What about yellow fever? What about tropical diseases and yellow fever and people who have to have certain vaccinations to go to certain countries? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
If you as a country say you need to be vaccinated against this thing to get into our country, then yeah.
So it's one thing, so you can let your people leave your country, but also other countries can decide whether they can enter their country as well. It's a very difficult question. I don't know where I am on it. I've no idea where I'm falling here.
Now you put it in that frame. Now you put it in that frame. I've got to rethink. I was going on the von der Leyen vaccine passport thing, where we were disenfranchising poorer countries.
Ursula baby.
Ushy. Ushy von der Leyen. But Ursula's, if you shorten the name Ursula, it's Ushy.
Okay, we'll
Ushy
stick
glass.
with Ushy.
Ushy. Yeah.
Ushy glass.
Ushy glass. Yeah, but what you just said about the yellow fever, that you have to have certain vaccinations to go to certain countries, is basically you're gonna basically die if you don't have it, or if you got to take the tablets for malaria. Actually, our daughter didn't take the tablets last time, got malaria, and she was all right. So. But,
I mean, I don't know. Like, for instance, in Spain, when my kid went to...
I don't think people should be stopped.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
You do. No, I'm just thinking, like, when my kid went to public school here in Tenerife, I had to present a medical cert showing the vaccinations she had. And she had to have had them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think that's the same back in Ireland or the UK at the moment. So there's possibly a stricter...
No, I think in Germany you have to have a pass, don't you? A vaccine pass for Rudel mumps and for measles,
the MMR,
mumps,
isn't it?
and rubella.
Yeah,
that's right.
the MMR.
So you're saying just add it to that?
No, what I'm saying is I think different countries have different attitudes towards how the state controls their health. And I think maybe for Ireland and the UK, we still don't have identity cards as a must, as a rule. So I also think the state telling people how to manage their health is a step that perhaps a lot of people aren't willing to accept yet, but it might happen. I think in Spain we're more used to that kind of...
No, I think now you put it in that perspective. I think that if you add it to the vaccination, the vaccinations you're going to have as a kid, then that's true. But I think the issue here is if I want a smallpox vaccination or a yellow fever vaccination, I just go to the doctor and get it.
Yeah.
And at the moment, there isn't enough vaccination to go round.
No.
So therefore, banning somebody without the vaccination, without giving you access to vaccination is wrong. But
Of course.
making the vaccination compulsory for travel, if it is freely available, is, in this respect, then okay.
Yeah.
So I've changed
I
my
suppose-
view. See, this is good.
Good.
This is good because this is a person changing their view based on more information. I wish that other people could do that.
I mean, I'm not
But that
saying
also
that I am
implies that
on
it's
either side
willing
of the
to listen.
argument. Go. I didn't
But it isn't
listen
an
to you,
argument.
Julianne. Listen. Go ahead. Repeat that because I didn't hear you.
No, I was saying that also implies like willing to listen to what the other has to say, even though it's an maybe opposite view of things,
Quite. So-
and not
I was just going-
directly lash out because it's a different way of thinking about the whole subject that can be quite a subject.
Yeah. I mean, I think Tim's point, if you take that on board, we could say we're kind of in the no man's land of vaccinations because until until there are enough vaccinations so that people can choose whether to have them or not, you can't start placing restrictions on people who haven't had their vaccination, if you know what I mean. So, I'm thinking of the future. I'm thinking of 3 years' time when we're on to COVID-22.
Joanna D saying we know someone who cannot have the vaccination due to his history of reactions, but the rest of us should get it for the welfare of others. Love one another. Well done. Frankie's saying, will you still need to pay for a test before travel and returning home after the vaccine is the question. I think the test is going to be with us for a long time. I think that a lot of countries will ask you to prove that you're not carrying COVID. Even though you have the vaccination, you can still carry COVID. So I think that will be a thing for a long time. Paul Cole says, just ordered my Chinese, should be about 30-40 minutes, and it's called Happy Family. Oh, and chips. Exactly, says Ali
Getting
Bennett.
hungry.
Hi, Ali. Thank you for all your support. Peter Blake says, some people are terrified of needles. Should they be penalised? Oh, I think you should go with a massive big needle and go,
Maybe over time it'll become a sugar lump, like we all had sugar lumps. Did you guys in the UK have sugar lumps for polio?
Sugar lumps,
what we
yeah,
had
that's
in
right.
Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Maybe we'll have COVID
just look
lumps.
at all the vaccinations I've had.
Yeah. You're a walking advertisement
sugar,
for
right?
COVID lumps.
Do you say in English, I got sugar, diabetes?
No, you don't say I got
No.
sugar.
But you
In
could give me
German,
some
if you have
sugar.
diabetes, you say, ich habe Zucker.
Oh yeah.
Zucker.
Ah.
Yeah.
Some people under the, we're gonna have to push out the optimist pessimist. Denise,
Well-
if you're still watching and you haven't pulled all your hair out, and your husband then sort of says, "Who is this clown?" Then I do apologise.
No, but I have my own theory about this whole, how the conversation went today, because optimism in times of maybe pessimism, you can turn pessimism into optimism by being humorous. And you are doing an excellent job at that. So there you go.
Thank you very much, Julia. Thank you very, very much. Bob Barrow said vacation should be made compulsory for all. End of. Well, actually, it is. It is. That's why you have.
Does he mean
2 weeks
vaccinations though,
holiday.
or vacations?
Vacations should be made compulsory. No. Was it a Freudian slip, you think?
False friend.
A
Who
vacation?
knows?
No, but vacations are
Vacations.
compulsory because no, they are, because what happens is the government tells you that you have to give your employees holidays, because otherwise employees would just not give them holidays.
Not in the US.
Oh, it keeps every time I touch it. Robert Cowie, here we go. Tim, I don't think you should give time to anyone hiding behind a pseudonym that way. If someone is disrespectful about someone we know who they are. Robert, you are right, but in the YouTube sphere, they allow you to be anonymous. And you have to engage with these people, because if you engage with these people and they then feel like, oh, well, maybe I was wrong to say that, then they may change their behavior. Also, they may not change their behavior, but you have to give them a chance to change their behavior. If you just ban them, they get used to that sort of boof, boof, boof. It's like the kid that's been beaten and ends up being the bully, you know?
Or president
I
of
got
the United
contacted
States.
the other day on Facebook by an old bully. No, by an old bully, and he was sort of chit-chatting away as if nothing had ever happened, you know?
Really?
And I don't. Yeah, but I think that they don't remember, as I do,
good.
how traumatized I was with this guy. You know, I'm
But
not going to
are
mention
there-
his name,
yeah.
Tony Pennington.
Ooh.
But isn't that good that you can just put it aside and leave it to rest?
Exactly.
That's it.
Peter Kay says, if you have been to Africa months before you go to Jamaica, you have to have yellow fever vaccine, and it's hard to find, and you have to pay. You really do. Is it hard to find? I mean,
don't know.
in Germany,
There's-
my daughter sort of commutes between Africa and Germany, and she gets her yellow fever no problem, I think.
There's a tropical medicine section, but
I
I
am
think
so-
in Tenerife, but I think it's in Santa Cruz. For instance, just for
Okay,
here.
I'm sorry, Cleo. If you're not here if you're not physically here, then when I'm talking, your mic gets blanked because I'm louder.
The thing is, if people look at the middle picture in the bottom, I can hear you from my balcony anyway, so it doesn't matter.
In fact, where the sun is now, and let me just make that big. Let me just solo this for now. So here we go. Let's get Peter Kay. Here we go. So this is the sunset over La Gomera, and if you look at the building below, then Cleo's in that building. So if she comes to the balcony, we could see her. No, don't come out, because then people know.
No, I'm not.
So yeah, she's over there. So we are opposite. In fact, I've got a zip wire that goes between us, so we can send emergency wine down when she's lying on her
She
back.
feeds the cat when I'm at work.
I do. I read today on Janet's website that cats have to be on the lead when you take them out.
Yes, and the punchline?
I've never seen anybody walking a cat.
I have, actually.
You've walked your cat on a lead?
No, but I've seen it happen.
Right.
I have a rescue cat there was a kitten born in the mountains of Tenerife. So we got him when he was about 5 weeks old, and he refuses to leave the apartment. He is terrified of the outside. So I don't have to walk him
Okay.
anywhere.
Oh, Ian's got the thing on him. Hang on. Let me take the logo off. There we go. God. Actually, you've got StreamYard written on your forehead now, Ian. So.
So nice. So nice. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
StreamYard is now live, so we can go over there. We got 211 people still watching. We're an hour and 8 minutes in. I don't know if anybody's going live after us tonight, and I apologize. And let's face it, if they are going live after us, somebody was going to go live. Wasn't it you, Tom?
No, I've done a live today.
No, so wasn't I going to hand over to you?
I've done a live today.
Is it no Rick?
Okay. It could have been Rick. Rick, if I'm bleeding on your live, I apologize.
I've done a live
I've got
today.
16 comments that I haven't read out. StreamYard is live. I usually get a message saying somebody's live. I thought Tom's channel was freedom of speech. Obviously not. See, that's again, Tree Surgeon. We don't know what you're talking about there. Unless it's, of course, the thing we were talking about earlier about Big Blue. But Big Blue is finished now. That's that topic is finished. He or she can take what I said and decide what they want to do now. People are being vaccinated to save lives, not for passports to go on holiday. That's true. That's true. I mean, I think you don't have the vaccination to go on holiday, you have the vaccination to save lives. Well done. Thank you, Peter, for putting that in perspective for us. I'm going to miss a load of people here, and I do apologize. I do apologize. I do apologize. We're going to go right down to Rick. I wouldn't dream of standing on your toes, Tim. Lol. So it's thank you very much, Rick. I hope that I'm going to go live Sunday mornings and do Sunday morning roughies or something like that. And then I'm going to go live at 12:45 on Sunday, and I'm going to sing. And then I'm going to show you all the tat I bought from the Chinese shop.
I'm so sorry I
Ladies
can't
and
be
gentlemen.
there. I really feel sad that I'm going to miss that, Tim.
Yes, this is what you missed.
Tim,
Yeah, well, the
Tim,
bottle that I
Karen
was
Slater's
going
house
to
and later
bring
house
over
goods.
is still here.
Karen actually made a joke without knowing it, I think. How is the lederhosen going, Tim? Because when I said I was going to sing, which in German is Lied, and lederhosen means the singing trousers. And the lederhosen is the leather trousers. But you'll have to tune in on Monday to find out. What we're having tonight,
If your
Reverend Beef
trousers
and
sing, Tim,
some
I
sort
don't
of-
know if the song is for family listening.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
Wow.
I walk through the clouds, I don't know the words. I'm singing, just singing in the rain.
There you go.
Pigs in space.
Oh, now there's a throwback.
Exactly. There we go.
The continuing
FIFA Jenny Swan. There we
story.
Who is this guy?
What do you think about Tom not wearing a mask in shops and on the train?
Nah, I do wear
I
a
think
mask.
that Tom should wear a mask in shops and on the train. That's what I think. But I do not judge him for not doing it.
I wear masks.
What do you think, Tom?
I wear masks all the time, me.
I know you do, except when you don't. That tree, feel for you, mate. Never got to see my 10-year-old over Christmas due to COVID. Exactly. That means that tree has been active. Sorry if I missed that. Still waiting here. Electric scooters have been sent via post. I have my bottle of Wild Chilling ready to be opened later, says that Tenerife vlogcast Rick and Rolo. But Rolo doesn't get any wine, right? Okay, Fever Jenix one. Thank you very much for pointing out that Tom doesn't wear a mask, and he says he does. But I think that you may have seen him on film not wearing a mask, and thank you for your comment there. Okay, what else we got? Love to you, Rick, says Maria Foster. Here we go. Actually looks cute as well. There you go. You know what? We could do a duet. Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like Wugga humph to muff.
That's really stupid.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
She does.
I bought all this tech and to give Christina her own microphone, and all she does is diss me. There you go.
Somebody has to.
Dave Shuffleboat. I know. Dave Shuffleboat says, I had a yellow fever jab at my doctor's surgery. You have to pay, but no problem getting one. One jab now lasts a lifetime. You know, I bought a watch with a lifetime guarantee, but when the mainspring goes, it slashes your wrist. There we go.
Hey.
Another great informative vlog, James Kerr. Thank you very, very much. In fact, we're way over time, and I don't care. I don't care. But because now we have to start talking about optimism and pessimism.
Or maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Denise, if you're still watching, if you haven't unsubscribed and done everything bad, and I do apologize. Next week, Christina is going to be the moderator.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a deal.
And I'm just going to cook and serve you guys. Are you going to come next week, Cleo?
Yes.
You're going to come next week and bring your daughter, and we'll do vegetarian breakfast.
Well, I'll ask her. I mean, she might know. I've already told her that the offer is there, and she's delighted.
Thank you very much. But as a teenager, you don't really want to be with a load of grufties, do you, on a Wednesday?
No, but she just come after school and eat the food and leave, and that's as much respect as you'll ever get from her.
That's true.
It is.
Yo, yes, Tom.
I'm 40 away now.
You're 40 away.
Yeah.
Did Big Blue subscribe? Go and look to see if Big Blue subscribed. Good man, Big Blue. Thank you very much. Or woman, we don't know.
I'll get 500 soon, easy.
Too long. My daughter has to go to hospital for a vaccination where they took is a crash team because she has an anaphylactic shock previously. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. Nope. In fact, what they're thinking of doing here is they're going to set up the Magma Center in just by Las Americas there. They're going to set the Magma Center up as a mass vaccination when the young people basically going on, and you're just going to queue up and go and get vaccinated there. So that's going to be good.
Do you mean us, Tim, the young people?
I am over 60 now, so I'm over 60 now. I get a card, I believe, with the little QR code.
But you have to apply for it.
Do I get a bus pass here?
No.
Well, I can get it right at over 60.
You can come in and get the QR code. I'll help you. Because I'll be getting mine towards the end of the year as well. My over 60 card. You get discounts. You get trips abroad. You get all sorts. And Christine should sign up too. I don't know.
Okay.
No doubt she's a lot younger than you.
There got to be some incentives. In fact, we wanted to ask something, didn't we? And I'll put it out there in the world, asking, what would happen if I became sick and had to go to hospital? What would happen to Chris?
Are you asking me? I mean, obviously a decade would step in immediately.
You're the most intelligent person.
Well, I mean, just from a council point of view, the social services, would be there. They have home visits and home help. So they would, I'd say, come to the fore, and they would step up immediately in terms of visits and all that kind of stuff. And myself and Julianne would do all we could, wouldn't we? But in terms of the medical and the actual caring, you would have help from social services and from the health centre here in Armagnac. And they've an increased team now for home visits and stuff like that anyway. But please don't get sick.
There you go. You get looked after by... I won't get sick.
Exactly. So stay optimistic.
I'm staying optimistic.
Yeah.
But you get looked after by really good-looking Spanish guys.
Most of them are women.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know we're losing a load of people now. We're bleeding people to somebody else, or they've got to go and have the tea, or the Chinese has arrived, or something like that. And Denise, who was our sponsor for today with the question, says would never unsubscribe. You kept us going through some tough times with the lockdown.
Okay.
And the unwritten rest of that is we would love to have the same topic again next week.
We will.
Where it's discussed properly.
I think we owe it to you. Huh?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's really good. I like the voice when you write close up to the mic. I like that.
Yes.
Craig Andrews says keep going. Unfortunately, I've cooked, and so I've in fact, I think the potatoes are still on. I've already burnt the beef and ruined the gravy. So now I think we've got roast potatoes instead of boiled potatoes, or they're roasted on the bottom. And they're going to put a tin of peas in because you can't mess up a tin of peas, can you? Can you mess up a tin of peas?
Maybe you
open them first,
Tim. Can do.
Open the tin.
If you haven't subscribed,
I was going to put them in the microwave.
Yeah, no, or in the pot with the potatoes.
You know what? I really love this that we got loads of people online. Joanna's saying good night, all. Many thanks. We're losing a lot of people now, but it doesn't really matter. We still got 168 people watching, and I really, really, really appreciate all you guys. I mean, even the people who are joining us online here. I know that Ian comes on. I know that Tom comes on. We've got Cleo remote tonight, but that, you know, the more the merrier. I can have 10 people on here if I want. Okay, it's probably not technologically done, but I really like the way that people engage. I really like the way that you can ask anything. I really like the way that we don't judge anybody, but allow them to judge themselves with their actions and their behavior. And I think that if we send love out through this camera and you receive that love, then we're all better for it, aren't we? Really, we're all better for it, you know. And I wasn't like this. I wasn't like this 10 years ago. We lost. Who did we lose?
The view.
We lost Chris's phone. We lost
the
Chris's
view.
phone. You know what that means, don't you, Chris?
Oh,
She won't be able to listen to a book. I've got to plug it in. So we got to go, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank up the volume and do Vamos a la Playa, if that's okay.
If you haven't subscribed to my channel,
Are you ready
guys,
for it? I know you got your earphones in. It's going to hurt.
Ian, you got to shake it, eh? And Cleo as well.
Not too
I'll try.
much.
Not too much. All
Not
right.
too much, okay.
I'm going to do jazz
Just
hands.
tip your head. Just tip
Jazz
your head.
hands.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to be loud right at the beginning, then I'm going to put it down. Okay, you ready?
yes, sir.
Vamos a la playa.
That's okay.
I'd like to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the little bell for notifications. We have a page on Facebook at LWMST. This is a weird picture, isn't it? Vamos a la playa. Oh, there we go. Let's all get into our cameras. Come on, guys. Everybody get into the camera. Oh, they can't. Because they're miles away, but there you go. And we'll see you on the next one, ladles and jelly spoons.
And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to Tom Herdman. Don't forget to subscribe to Tom Herdman. There he is, Tom Herdman. Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, guys, please consider subscribing.